everyday stressors and everyday work. Everyone has yard work. Everyone has to do some type of physical labor usually. Bodies become very sore and very tight. When your body gets all tense and stressed and everything builds up, you're not comfortable with yourself.
Wherever there's repetitive motion in the muscle, that's where you'll usually pick up your stress and it'll settle in that muscle area.
Everyone kind of messes with their body a little bit, gets some type of soreness, some type of kinks. So I think healing's just kind of returning your body to a sense of where everything's, in sync with itself. Everything's together.
So it's important to stay in balance because that's when your body stays healthier. And we have a pH in our body, and that pH will stay at a normal range if we try to stay in balance.
Maybe also would be more integrated into an overall sense of how we conceive of our own health.
My name is Shelley Rofi. I am a state licensed and nationally certified massage therapist. I've been practicing for 14 years. My practice is called Heavenly Hands Therapeutic Bodywork.
Okay, I'm Jim Kirkland. I teach folklore and American literature and direct the university writing program at ECU, and I have been here for about 40 years. Complementary and alternative medicine, or CAM, and those would involve practices that might incorporate elements of traditional medicine but might have other components as well. So it's, I think alternative medicine or complementary and alternative is a really broad category that would include not only folk medicine but also massage therapy.
Massage can benefit so many things. The obvious thing is if you have stress, massage will benefit that. If you just want to treat yourself to an hour to yourself where you don't have to think about anything and you can just relax and let somebody nurture you and take care of you, that's such a positive thing. It helps on so many levels. When you can relax your body, it can put itself in balance. And that's our ultimate goal.
I went and got a massage because I've been very involved with sports, and just throughout sports, my body's become very sore and very tight. So it's good to go get a massage, trying to get the balance back in my body and get my equilibrium right, and just kind of get myself back to a more comfortable way of life.
Something that actually does have healing properties. So it's relaxation and stress reduction and so forth, but also just something, a sense of well-being somehow that's generally healthful.
I would like to achieve them getting some kind of relief, even if it's just them being able to relax and de-stress for the hour. When you go in to get a massage, your massage therapist will have you fill out an intake form, and it is required in our licensure that we do that. We have a code of ethics and some other things we have to follow, and that's one of them. And then your therapist will sit and talk with you about a little bit about your medical history and see if there's anything medical-wise that's going to affect the massage. After the therapist talks to you, she or he will leave the room, and then you'll undress and you'll get on the table. Draping is very modest, so you're only uncovered on the part that's being massaged. If you start face down, the therapist will drape your back and massage your back, and then you'll do the back of each leg and then turn you over and then do the front of each leg, each arm, and your neck is usually the protocol. And if you have something specific going on that you want focused on, the therapist may do it a little differently. Now, it's always important for him to tell me, give me feedback on the pressure that I'm using. If it gets to be too much, it's important for the client to let the therapist know. And on a scale of 1 to 10, it shouldn't be above an 8. It should feel like a good hurt. So are we okay?
Perfect.
Good. And he does have some tension up in his neck and shoulders, which is a common place. That means we're getting some of the toxins out of the muscles, and it's starting to release. You see here in his elbow.
The concept is that it purifies your body.
I can tell a big difference. I'd say healing is getting your body back to a sense of balance, an equilibrium.
I'm in a profession where it is very healing for people, but it really depends upon the person that I'm working on and what state of mind they're in, how much they're able to relax. Personally, I believe that we can only heal ourselves, and it's a mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual thing.
For me, what's important about healing is that or any kind of medicinal practice, is that there's a kind of link between the person that's seeking treatment and the person that's administering it. And so
You can take the national certification test and then you apply for a state license. In North Carolina, you have to have 500 hours of certification. And then I have to keep up my certification with 25 contact hours every 2 years. All massage therapists have the same basic training. Every massage therapist is different. So it's important to find the person that suits you.